Hi. So after diffusing that tense situation, we're doing something else. Maybe it would be better to redirect everyone's energy to do something else. Or to something else. Something where if they end up fighting, at least they won't cause permanent emotional or physical scars. What do you suggest? Watching a movie? I suddenly shake my head. We never get everyone to agree on the same movie. How about, amusement park? An amusement park? Yeah, there's that new high-tech one by the mall, you know? The new lemon skate attractions? I vaguely recall seeing something like that on the news. Lemon Skate, the mega corporations of all things technical and media related, partnering with a handful of large amusement parks all over the country. Apparently, they were going to revolutionize entertainment. Oh, those looked amazing. Sounds like a lot of fun. I'm in. Elizabeth only shakes her head. As remarkable as it sounds, I must pass. I have other duties to attend to. I considered this for a moment. Should I let her go? She did try her best in the investigation, but the image of a squealing Elizabeth on a top-level roller coaster is just too good to pass up. Elizabeth, do you know anything about coffee? Her face pales and she quickly glances around at the others. I guess we're forcing her to go to the amusement park. When they only return looks of confusion, she storms over to me, angrily hissing into my ear. Stop that! Then come with us. Give me one reason. Because you don't want anyone to find out about your job. Give me another reason. Because you'd be alone if you stayed here, and that's kind of sad to me. The thought comes before I can stop it. I quickly waved it away, so it won't take root. The last thing I need right now is to sympathize with Elizabeth. Because I'm so dashing. That isn't a good reason. You ask for a reason, that doesn't necessarily merit a good one. Blimey, I simply can't believe you. She steps back, raising her voice so everyone can hear. Fine, but who's paying? I look to Shigure. Everyone follows suit. For a second, the detective stares back at us, uncomprehending. Then she leaps to her leaps to her feet, not her face. She leaps to her feet, face coloring in anger. No, absolutely not. Why? I harbor no incentive in chaperoning an inordinately extensive conglomerate of cognitively impaired juveniles to a venue whose solitary objective is frivolous squandering of time. The insults only fuel me to think harder. Well, the amusement park won't be cheap. We need Shigure to pay for us. The question is, what will make her? Of course. If it has anything to do with the case, Shigure will be there in the blink of an eye. Well, I wasn't gonna mention this because it seemed trivial at the time, but there was a minor lead from today. And you did not think to tell me sooner? Like I said, it felt too trivial for me to mention. Honestly, I don't really want to go to the park, but I feel like it might give us some important information. Well, what was the lead? Ad-libbing in front of a teacher is one thing, but ad-libbing in front of Shigure is a different matter entirely. I struggle to work past my sluggish brain for the answers. I guess we're lying to a detective. Well, there were some claims that the Yakuza might own the amusement park. It might give us some clue on how students are able to leave the campus after curfew. Wait, there's no reason for the Yakuza to be affiliated with the disappearances. Well, that would tie two controversial pieces of evidence from last week. Wait, is she serious? Are the Yakuza actually involved? Irie, amusement park? I shouldn't go. Remember? Surprisingly, Irie's silence only seems to strengthen Shigure's resolve. Don't think of it in such a matter. Very well, Ishiyama. Let us depart. Really? And you're paying for everyone? Oh yes, with your future wages. I'm not even getting paid. Hey, what's going on up here? Oh, it's Ryota. Mr. Ryota. As if there wasn't a party enough, Mr. Ryota arrives on the scene, brandishing a ruler in his right hand. He stops short upon seeing our little group. Yama? Oh, hey, Mr. Ryota. Why, if it isn't the J-Man. Sup, Mr. Ryota? Oh, hey, gents, ladies. What the hell is going on up here? The third floor offices swore up and down that someone was getting murdered. I recall the decibel level of the recent argument and feel slightly guilty. Were we that loud? Loud enough that I'm supposed to give a disturbance warning, apparently. He brandishes a pile of detention notes threateningly. Everyone stiffens except Shigure and me. Probably a bad sign. Oh, no, please, Mr. Ryota. Well, whatever could be wrong, Miss Oshiro? And with a total lack of elegance, he flings the slips of paper over the banister of the roof. They rain down in shards of flapping pink to the school pool below. Listen, kids. You totally weren't here. The officers were totally just hallucinating, and I totally did not just toss those detention slips into the pool. Relief pops up on everyone's faces. Trust Mr. Ryota to be the rebel. Now scramble before they fire me, yeah? We don't need any further encouragement. Ah, Mr. Ryota. What a bro. We rush away from the rooftop greenhouse and down the stairs. Thankfully, the walk to the amusement park is uneventful. Nobody seems to notice when we pass by 6 police cars in the space of half an hour. The Palace theme park is startlingly I can't say words. It's very successful, considering how recently it was founded, but that can largely be credited to its cutting-edge attractions. Even minor details like the hologram park maps in every segment, or the experimental cleaning robots whirring about, oh, even Roombas. Everything makes the place seem like a piece of the future. Looks like Lemniscate really outdone themselves. Welcome! How many tickets? Yahiko swaggers to the front of the line, leaning on one elbow against the window. These are all my friends. You can buzz them in, right? Sorry, who are you? The rest of us exchange dubious glances, or dubious glances as Yahiko jerks back, clearly shocked. I'm Yahiko Ikari. Who? Yahiko Ikari, you know, the son of the Ikaris. There's a flicker of recognition in the attendant's eyes, but she doesn't budge. Oh, I wasn't aware that Ikaris had a son. Of course they do, it's me. Sorry, sir, but do you have any proof? I knew you would ask, I'll just call them right up. Wait, Yahiko. He confidently dials a number to his phone. We wait, and wait some more. Then he lowers his phone, looking sheepish. Sorry, they must be busy. But I really am the son of the Ikaris. Look, I have a... Enough, we're simply wasting time. Shigare pushes in front of him and hands out her card as the register racks up to a startling number. Without further ado, we are ushered into the park, but not without some prominent glares from the staff. As we enter the main area, we're assaulted with smells of oily, overpriced food and the cloying scent of sugar. Exhausted parents are being dragged from place to place by bouncing, squealing children. Sorry, guys. I really thought I could get us in. It's, fine. If it wasn't for the fact that his expression is totally serious, I would probably be mocking him. He can't seriously be the son of some Lemniscate higher-ups. Before we proceed any further, I recommend that you all exchange contact information. Obnoxious as it may be, you are now under my jurisdiction. It is my responsibility to return you all safely. After a moment's pause, everyone moves into action. The only info I need to gather is Iris, but others seem to be having more difficulty. Won't you bestow upon me the honor of your number, my lady? Oh, and this is where your reputation as the school princess backfires tremendously. I suppose it wouldn't be much trouble. He eagerly hands his phone to her, where she inputs her information slowly and agonizingly. Right, I've got an investigation to see to, so here we must part. Honestly, I'm surprised that she isn't forcing us to investigate with her, especially considering that she paid... Irie, I promise me she shall participate in everything. Thank you, farewell, duty calls. With that, she races off into the distance, cap bouncing merrily over her head. For some reason, after everyone's finished exchanging information, they all turn to me. Guess I'm supposed to decide where to go. I guess we have a lot of options. Again, do we get to explore all of the options? Or do we get to only pick one? Laser tag? Technology showcase? The Ferris wheel? Are we gonna have a romantic encounter at the Ferris wheel? Extreme carousel! Bot fight! Tower drop! I don't think none of these are roller coasters, but I guess that's the finale, maybe, of our little trip here. We go to the roller coaster last, I assume. I wonder what the technology sandbox is. I think that's the most interesting to me, other than the Ferris wheel, of course. Or well, maybe the robot fighting arena. That sounds cool too. Anyway, I'm just gonna go down the list. Let's see. Let's try to explore all of them, actually, if we can, anyway. Hey, look at that! A tech promotion! He points excitedly at the map, reading in a clear, loud voice. Grab a group of friends, see to each other's phones, see the truth, conquer the world. Well, this just sounds like all ages of sketchy. I'm not crazy about that idea. But think how much power you can have. If you know what everyone wants, you can be the most powerful king on the planet. He excitedly runs off before I can call a vote. Exasperated, I turn to the rest of the group. Are we really doing this? It's sponsored by the park. It's bound to be safe. We'll have the opportunities to see some state-of-the-art tech. The park doesn't concern me. I know they have to deal wisely with the proceedings or they'll land in some deep trouble. It's the people that I'm worried about. I'm far more worried about what our group will do with the information they get from one another. We drop into the tidy air-conditioned facility following on Yahiko's heels. The air is full of commotion, primarily from other young adults laughing, shouting, and clearly trying to embarrass each other with freshly gathered dirt. Hey everyone, guess who Yukiko likes? Shut up! Yeah, what exactly is this exhibit about? Yahiko is already chatting up one of the attendants. He returns to us in a few minutes, bouncing eagerly on his toes. Okay, so here's how it works. We each have an opportunity to do a little digging on each other for a few minutes. Then we engage in an ultimate battle of wits by running a campaign for a dictator of the world. Oh, wait, slow down. What exactly do you mean? Well, we use the information to learn to convince each other to vote for us. Like we can blackmail each other and make some kind of promise. Wait, what? I mean, we have experience with that. We are already blackmailing Elizabeth right here. How will we do that? I've just met some of you today, after all. Oh, don't worry, Miki. Usually, Lemonscape phones have really advanced security features so they can't be hacked. The only visible information is what users want to share. Yeah, they like us to believe that, wouldn't they? Well, guess what? Here we can choose to lower that security and look into each other's phones. Location information, browsing history, usage statistics, even message and call history, all at your fingertips. Sounds dangerous. A part of that sounds fun. Are we even speaking the same language? Well, in that case, this sounds interesting. I thoroughly agree. I've got nothing to hide. Sounds like a party and a half. Guess that sells it. What's going on? Don't they understand the danger? Is everyone sadistic? I'm reminded of the time when Yahiko wanted to jump off the roof to test if he could fly with umbrellas. Him and his supposedly brilliant ideas. I sent some quiet thanks to whoever decided to build a pool straight below the railing. Wow, that's dangerous. Guys. Sweet Misaki, would you mind alerting that fine lady of our decision? Misaki obediently runs off and grabs the attendant, who starts to outline rules. The first phase of the game would involve 10 minutes of concentrated research. All firewalls down, everyone will look into one another's phones. The second phase of the game would involve utilizing that information in an attempt to gather a following of minions. What exactly that entails, nobody knows. It's probably intentionally vague to leave room for interpretation. Sounds like a game around as fishy as the technique it's using, so I seize the opportunity, sit back and run the timer. I'm curious at what my friends might be hiding, but not enough to sacrifice my own privacy. Oh, that's a little boring. So yeah, Yama's not really participating. Right, are we all ready? Yama's being a party pooper, but aside from that, we're good. Embrace the future, Yama. This is the ideal of technology. I'll stick with pen and paper, thanks. Are you an old man? You don't even use pen and paper. I would if I had a pen that worked. You can always, I don't know, buy one. Now why would I do that? Oh, come on, let's just get started. Yama isn't gonna join us. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go! Despite the climatic setup, the group proceeds to simply squat down and scroll rapidly through their phones. The silence is brief. Only a few seconds pass before Misaki's face drops in horror. Icon phones? Who would bother purchasing an icon phone? Oh, icon phone. Just beside her, Yahiko erupts into glee. Ha! I knew it! I was right all along! Interesting. Come to think of it, Misaki and Yahiko would be the best at gathering phone information. They know their electronics inside and out. I guess, yeah, Yahiko... I mean, for one, Misaki, she's always on her phone. And Yahiko is pretty good with, like, yeah, social media and stuff. Masato, on the other hand... Damn, can I use this for anything other than phone calls? Ryui and Akira aren't having much more luck. Where do I start? Internet search history? Purchase records? None of this stuff is juicy. Where's the questions about the meaning of life? Irie is silent as always. I have no doubt that she can secure information she needs. She seems very capable in that regard. Really? I've never seen... Well, we don't know that, really. She doesn't talk much, so we don't know how capable she is. The problem for her will be presenting that information in the right way. 5 minutes. Already? Let's see. Yes, definitely. Ha! I shall rule the world. Why ain't anyone else using a running app? Govamaker? 3 things every girl wants in a guy? Govamaker? I think I know what phone she's looking into. The phone buzzes in my hand like a miniature death knell. Time's up. The group explodes in a frenzy, practically lunging at each other with streams of words that sound like presidential campaign statements. Throwing lots of festivals if I get elected. I'm sorry, I'm not interested. Are you and your friend fighting over a guy? What made you say that? Your search history. Are you? Are you fighting over a guy? What to do if you and your bestie like the same guy? Love triangle solutions. How to stop liking. Akira! It's drama club research, I tell you. It's a regular pattern. Search every few months since last year. The most recent search was... Wave the white flag of surrender. I concede you have won the day. Irie smiles with innocent satisfaction as Akira registers her fingerprint for an official counter. So blackmail is an acceptable way to gather minions, not just fictional promises. Wait, what did Irie mean when she said, like the same person? It means she likes you, Mr. Harem protagonist. Sheesh. Masato, join me and I'll advocate for track. You think I'm that easy? Hell no. Masato, can you pretty please join me? I'll advocate for track. Okay. What? I guess Masato has, well, yeah. Looks like personal preferences have a large impact. Eventually, my eyes land on Yahiko. In this setting, his usually grating egotism gives him a nice sheen of confidence. In fact, he seems to be doing better than everyone else. Say, Irie. When I get elected, I'll make a video game class mandatory at the academy. Oh, I guess, yeah. She did, what did she talk? Well, for one, she mentioned like an anime, right? Code Geass, I guess. And I guess she likes video games too? Amazing. And just like that, she registers her fingerprint. What? Of all things, video games? We are playing a video game right now. Ryu, if you join me, I'll give childhood friends a special legal status. Deal. What? Why would she want that? What kind of legal privileges could you even award to childhood friends? Masato, my man, if you think I'm gonna be easy, man, you got another thing coming. I'll run a huge fundraiser for track by using my special access to Lemniscate technology. And another fingerprint registration. Yahiko's knocking everyone out like bowling pins. Elizabeth, I'll make Yama take private tutoring for the rest of the semester. Well said. You've earned my vote. Elizabeth, I'm both shocked and not shocked at all. Wait, at this rate, Yahiko will be the winner. Akira, I can provide lessons on love. Don't say it, I'll take my vote, take it. Damn it, Akira. His last opponent is Misaki, who's been disturbingly productive in the campaign game. She greets him with a smile. I am not easily overpowered. Neither am I, Misaki. Shall we draw our swords simultaneously? A duel amongst dancing cherry blossoms. What is this, a samurai flick? They crouch forward slightly, like they're going to physically lunge for each other's throats. A mode of silence passes between them, even as the others in the group continue campaigning to one another. Then Misaki and Yahiko both burst into action, practically screaming at the top of their lungs. Corporations will mandate required vacation time for employees with families. Social Security will redefine parental negligence. So... okay. So Yahiko doesn't get to spend much time with his family because they're always busy. And Misaki's mother neglects her. So she has a bit of a complex about that as well. For a moment they only stand there, equally surprised at the other's statement. Vacation time? Parental negligence? Why do I suddenly feel like I know nothing about them? They couldn't be playing around, right? No, judging from their expressions, they're completely serious. As it turns out, we just learned something dark about both of their passes. I shouldn't be surprised. There's bound to be a lot of stuff that I don't know. My friends have their own lives, and I have mine. In fact, they probably don't have any idea how Shigure and I know each other. That's fine. Some things are none of their business. Some things are none of my business. It's all well and good. But it still really bothers me. I know it's childish. I know that I made myself stay out of this game. No one kicked me out. I could learn just as much about Misaki as Yahiko did. Really, I have no one to blame but myself. Your strike found an adequate mark, son of Ikari. As did yours, daughter of Kazuhaya. You have trained well. Alright, there's a samurai duel going on. However, I can see that your blow found a vital organ, while mine only made its mark on a limb. I can see this round. She presses her finger against his phone to register her print. The moment she does so, a tone sounds by the attendant's booth. Congratulations, Yahiko Ikari. You have won your election unanimously. He won. All seriousness melts from Yahiko's face, replaced with shining pride. Am I a dictator now? You are. Oh boy! I really thought it would feel more awesome. Well, you get a prize. 1 free year of Lem Cloud Premium. I don't know what this means, but it causes Misaki to stand bolt upright and lean forward in anticipation. Clearly, she's regretting that she conceded. Oh, thanks, but I already have permanent free premium. It's what happens when you're the son of 2 rulers. And actually, when I think about it, it was really likely that Yahiko is the son of some influential people. From the sounds of it, people who work at Lemniscate. Oh, you didn't even know this before? I thought you knew him for a year. He has an insane number of shoes that are all designer brands made in Italy. He's attending the academy without any scholarships, judging from his grades. And he doesn't seem to have any financial worries. Or life worries in general. Yeah, I kind of glean that from his actions before. That he's kind of rich. Very rich. Maybe he really is the son of some higher-ups in Lemniscate? I'll take it. Oh, then go ahead. She eagerly retrieves the gift code from the attendant as the rest of us are ushered out the door. Elizabeth seems refreshed on the activity. Ryui looks like she enjoyed herself. Akira and Masudo, on the other hand... There's always tomorrow. Hell yeah. And they're fine. Manipulating people doesn't seem to be their kind of game. Actually, what surprised me the most was that Yahiko did so well. Not only was he efficient in his research, but he knew which arguments to use and how to present them. You know? You know what, Yahiko? He's not that much of an idiot, he's just good at certain things, you know? Say Yahiko, you haven't gone to, I don't know, prep school or anything, right? Prep school? You know, where you learn etiquette, politics, how to talk to people, or more specifically, how to manipulate people. Huh, why would I do that? My natural genius is enough. It's just one of the many advantages of being born in Yukari, my dear minion. My blood is superior. Right, I'm suddenly sorry I asked. But I guess, yeah. Well, he probably didn't go, like, prep school specifically, but he probably did learn a little about, like, politics and stuff. Being born in a rich family and all. Sorry, I'm here. Should we get going? She looks pointedly at me, like I'm supposed to decide our next destination. Wait, am I? Well, no one else in the group is budging, so I guess it's up to me. Oh, I guess, yeah, we get to explore all of the options. Or, well, hopefully, actually. I do want to see, I want to see everything, right? Sounds fun. Let's try out the tower drop. Several terrified screams from nearby turn my attention to a tower of twisted metal that seems to stretch to the sky. Masto eagerly nudges me in the ribs, pointing frantically at said tower of twisted metal. Hey, Yama, Yumi. What? Tower drop, man. No. There are more elegant ways to suicide, you know. It ain't suicide, it'll be awesome. Clearly, his definition of awesome vastly differs from mine, or any sane person's definition of awesome. Have fun. You gotta come with me. What? Why? It's destiny, man. Can't you hear it calling you? The ground is calling me more. Stop babying around. Think of it this way, gravity's acceleration is 9.8 meters per second squared, and that tower is maybe 125 meters high. If we plug it in to figure out the ending velocity of a fallen object, we get the square root of 2 times 9.8 times 125, which is 1,225, and that gets us 49.5. Bam! Our ending velocity is 49.5 meters per second downward, neglecting air resistance, of course. Then we plug that into the time equation. To get the time, we gotta divide our velocity numbers by gravity numbers. So 49.5 divided by 9.8, which gives us something around 5.05 seconds. This all means that if the tower breaks, you'll only be terrified out of your wits for 5.05 seconds before you die a quick and painless death. Thanks. That's really reassuring. Still, this sudden display of intelligence leaves everyone in shocked silence. Masto easily grasps me by the arm and lugs me to the tower. Sometimes I think that Masto's a lot smarter than I gave him credit for. I mean, well, we knew this before, right? He's really good at a lot of subjects. It's probably because he studies a lot, you know? Like the opposite of Yahiko, you know? He's in the academy because of scholarships, right? He works really hard to stay in the school. I feel an impending sense of doom as the attendant straps me in the tower seat, leaving my legs dangling in the thin air. I don't see why anyone would do this for fun. Being terrified is fun, man. Yeah, masochist. My stomach lodges in my throat as our seats begin to rise. I know there's a hyperventilating girl to my left, and further down, a kid looks like he's about to vomit. You should calm down, man. You look like little Habuki. Happy what? Habuki, my bro. 8 years old. Oh, I didn't know you had a little brother. Yeah, he mentioned it before, right? To get vengeance? Because someone was bullying his brother? Got lots of them and more to spare. For little tykes to look after. Oh, it's a big family. Oh. Wait a minute. 4 siblings? Oh, you really didn't know? Who in their right mind would have 5 children? Well, 8 technically, but the older one's in college. 8? Wow. You realize that just makes things more outrageous, right? How could 2 people possibly take care of 8 children? Are you saying that Ma and Pa didn't raise us right? But well, honestly, if every member of their family is as capable as Masato, I'd be terrified how much power they have. Now, what was it like growing up? It was amazing. We learned how to fight tooth and nail for our survival. Isn't that psychologically healthy? How did you, survive? Competitions, man! Competitions are the answer to everything. Things are beginning to make a lot more sense. So, you had to fight for your food when you were a baby? Nah, Ma fed me then. What about when you were a toddler? Oh, come on. No Kurogane lets another Kurogane starve. What, then why did you have competitions at all? Ha, I get you now, Yama. I kinda was thinking, you know? Why don't you try on anything? But I get it now. It's cause you don't want anything. Something about his words cut deeper than I expect. What does that have to do with food competitions? Easy. We all wanted desserts, so we all fought for them. Oh, so you split the regular food but fought for treats? Yep. If nothing else, talking with Masato helps distract me from the dizzying plunge beneath my feet. I search for more questions to keep my mind occupied. So how'd your parents manage to feed 8 children? Well, the older ones work, including me. Oh, you have a job? Track is my job. And you get paid? I get a scholarship, same thing. How will you pay for college? Also scholarship. I need a full ride, nothing less I can do. I can't help but feel undeservedly privileged. I've never had to worry about money, even during Isamu's down points. Is that what all your siblings have done? It's the Kurogane's tradition, man. Maya's the oldest. She trained herself in Taekwondo, though she could work and pay off for her own lessons. Got a scholarship to Seoul Uni after she won nationals. And Yudai, he's the second oldest. Prodigy at piano. Played in the music shop cause Ma and Pa ain't got one. Happened to run into some dude from Juilliard, and next thing you know, he's got a plane ticket to New York. I slouched in shock. From the sounds of it, the Kuroganes could conquer the universe if they so desired. Very talented. And, well, it's because they work so hard, right? So what? Oh, here it comes, man. Brace yourselves. Or brace yourself, rather. He clutches to his armrest as our seats begin to plummet to the ground. While I've never had a huge aversion for heights, the sudden change in momentum twists my gut into knots. The vertical throws me into nausea as wind screams past my ears and into my hair. Yeah! After a long, long moment, he finally reached the bottom, somehow still in one piece. Now that's a ride. A ride straight to hell. The instant the attendant releases us, I bolt back to the comfort of safety, on shaky knees. Well, look who's back. Ha. Shut up. But you look like you were having so much fun. Oh, wanna go, Ryui? Huh? Oh, no, I'm fine. I'm totally fine. Actually, I think she would love to go. Come on, Ryui. No, I'm very much fine. Hey, Yama, let's pick something. I know I'm waiting if you really want to go on. Mickey then. I smirk at her obvious discomfort, but obligingly turn back to the map. So I guess, yeah, only Masato and I went to the tower drop. Everyone else was just hanging around. And I guess, yeah, we had a bit of a private moment with Masato, learn a little bit more about him and his family and stuff. And I guess his track is his one true passion, and he's really doing well at school because he wants to get that scholarship. It's like, you know, it's the only way to pay for his education. Amazing. Bot Fight Arena. A pop-up box in the upper corner of the map catches my attention. Live, Lemniscate Bot Showcase, the future of gaming. Intrigued, I note the showcase is located just further down the path. Say, what do you guys think about this? I point at the announcement. Robots? Say, Cat, do you think they'll be fighting giant monsters? I can say with certainty that they won't. That sounds fun. I say we give it a shot. Okay, any objections? Yes, your shoes, minion, need an upgrade. Why, you haven't brought a new pair since I first met you. Objections to the boss showcase. Let's go. Wait, smiling? Genuinely? For non-food related reasons? I guess she's quite interested in the robot fighting. I don't think I've ever seen Irie so excited. Well, we can pop by. If it's not interesting, we can go somewhere else. No one else says a word. I take this as confirmation and head down the path. Just behind the metal building, a modest portable stage is set up. flanked by screens projecting a live, closer view. A row of assorted small mechas are lined up at the edge of the stage, in front of which stands a Lemniscate representative. Oh, it's Governmecha, but in real life! We settle right in front of the stage. There's not many viewers beside us. Looks like the staff is still setting up. I wonder if they'll let people actually try them. I hope so. What use is a showcase if the target audience can't even try it? I don't know. These kinds of things usually involve demonstration matches to make the technology look a lot better than it actually is. That does seem likely. They may just choose a victim to beat up. That ain't fair, man. Whoever they choose to represent Lemniscate will probably be just unstoppable as the final boss. It does not matter. It is a game, and games must be played by rules. I'm about to ask Irie what exactly this cryptic piece of information means, but a blast from the speakers quickly ends their conversation. Come one, come all, and see for yourself the top-of-the-line fighting bots straight from Lemniscate's laboratories. Robotic fans, you might want to listen up. The crowd begins to form behind us, attracted by the representative's announcement. I notice that a wide majority of people are young adults. Lemniscate definitely knows their target audience. This is one of our star beta testers, Raiden Rumble Ajibana. He'll be showing you some of the awesome stuff that this new generation of bots can do. The representative steps back from the stage, leaving room for a big man with short cropped hair to step in front, holding up his robot of choice. It's medium size, around as big as his head, or as big as my head rather, sleek in shape and boasting beautiful colors of deep cobalt and silver. The crowd oohs and ahs in appreciation. Oh mama, I've got to get me one of those. The beta tester, Rumble, steps back and gently lays the robot on the stage. Cameras zoom in for a better view, ready to capture the action. The crowd waits for bated breath, or with bated breath, as Rumble cracks his knuckles. He holds out his hand, into which the representative places a sleek controller. The Mayfly ascends, performs its duty required, and it is no more. And suddenly the robot is alive in a whirl of silver and blue, leaping around stage like a dancing grasshopper. Rumble smiles confidently as his hands fly over the controller, stringing together flawless combos like the world's most skilled fighting gamer. Is it really equivalent to a fighting game? Wow! Art and movement! Amazing! The crowd claps wildly. I already see several young men digging out their phones and punching rapidly at their screen, no doubt reworking their budget. I might not understand gaming, but I can definitely appreciate skill. Rumble brings the routine to a slow, letting the robot pirouette like a professional ballerina before sweeping into a curtsy. He's met with an even louder round of applause. Oh, thank you, Rumble. Wonderful work. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it's the moment you've been all waiting for. We're all going to open the floor. Would anyone like to face Rumble? The representative grins with a slight touch of cockiness. I'll make you guys a deal. If you manage to defeat Rumble in the best of 3, you can take one of these robots home with you. And with confidence I've never seen before, Irie's hand shoots into the air, of course. As the rest of us balk openly at her, the representative's eyes sparkle, no doubt seeing a small girl as easy prey for Rumble. Miss, come on up to the stage. Irie, gracefully, a little too gracefully, vaults onto the stage, ignoring the representative's extended hand. What's your name, miss? Irie Hiraga. I see that you're wearing an academy uniform. What year are you in? Second. And how are you finding it? Fine. Great conversationalist, I see. So, why do you want to try your hand against Rumble, if I might ask? Irie stands blankly at her hand for a long moment. Uh-oh, she might not know what try your hand actually means. I'm not trying. Whoa, what bold words. Miss Hiraga claims she doesn't even need to try against Rumble. I'm pretty sure that's definitely not what Irie meant. Rumble, what do you have to say to that? The insect believes itself to be king over insignificance. And Rumble's retort is just as strong. Well, folks, are you excited or what? The crowd cheers, egged on by the representative's skilled hype building. I find myself wishing for Irie to crush Rumble to the ground. Irie has a tough road ahead of her. That rep is just twisting her words, man. Bill's hype. It's exciting in my opinion. Come on guys, let's root for Irie. Give me an A. A. Give me an I. I. Give me an I. Shush, they're talking. Also, are we Japanese? So it's like we can't really do that because we need a... Well, I mean, you can, I guess, pronounce your name, hiragana, I don't know. Is that like a Japanese thing to do? Anyway. The disorganized team cheer immediately dies down as the representative pulls the microphone back to her lips. Oh, well, representative is a she? I didn't know that. Let's see what bot our challenger will select for herself. Miss Hiragi or Hiraga. Feel free to pick any of the bots from the row. Irie contemplatively places down the row, stopping from time to time. It feels less like she's stuck with indecision and more like she's examining the bots down to their basic molecules. Contemplatively, I don't know, whatever. Pick the coolest one. Pick the cutest one. Pick the most effective one. Pick the one you can beat them with. Pick the most innovative one. Pick a peck of pickled peppers. Irie ignores the incoherent din from our group and eventually settles on a humble boxy-load bot at the end of the line. The crowd goes completely silent in shock at her decision. Tell me about this bot. Are you sure about your choice? I need more information. Right. This is a tricky little guy. Most of our testers weren't exactly sure what to do with him. He looks very unintimidating, but don't be mistaken, if you play your cards right, you can change his form by extending and contracting the panels on all of his sides. It's extremely flexible, hence why testers are still having to go to figure out the best way to use him. I see. Is he challenging? The most. But not very beginner-friendly, Miss Haraga. Then I select him. Why does it sound like she's looking more for a challenge than a victory? Very well, our ambitious challenger is certainly looking for an upset. Let's get ready for round one. Irie sets her humble little bot at the edge of the ring, exactly opposite Rumble's bot. The representative hands her a controller. Irie frowns when she sees it. Is this for the bot? Of course, it's certainly not for my television. The crowd's answering chuckle almost drowns out Irie's response. It looks exactly like Rav Red. The representative completely ignores her and instead lifts her hand to the air, ready to cue the match. Rav Red? Is that a reference to something? Rav Red? What the heck is that? Round 1, Rumble versus Challenger. And fight! The crowd cheers as the representative chops her head down. The stage erupts with light, signifying the start of the round. For a moment, Rumble charitably sits back, letting Irie experiment with her bot. From what I can tell, it's essentially a box on wheels. I watch it roll forward, I watch it roll backward, I watch it roll side to side. Then one of the sides falls down. No, wait, the entire side is a matrix of smaller panels. Interesting. Seems like the entire box can be transformed, give or take a few limitations. But instead of experimenting further, Irie only retracts the panel and extends the opposing side. Seems like she doesn't really know what to do. Oh, I don't see it that way. What do you mean? You should ask Yahiko. He plays quite a few games, you know. Since when has Misaki known Yahiko more than me? Well, they're kind of besties, right? My curiosity overtakes me and I eke over to Yahiko. Do you know what she's doing? She'll try a basic attack next. I watch the stage. Surely enough, one of the robot's sides turns away and swivels a tiny limb like a miniature sharp-edged shield. Now a 6A 214B. A what? The robot repeats its shield attack and suddenly hoists the panel over and behind it. Yahiko seems extremely pleased. She might try something a little more complex next, like 6A AHC 6C2D. The clumsy-looking box suddenly moves in the whirl of rotating panels. I can't tell what's happening, but it seems to just make Yahiko even more excited. I guess those are like, they're like, what is it called? The fight stick buttons, right? Like A, B, C, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, I mean, there's a lot of numbers, so I don't know. I knew it. It's just like Rav Red. What's Rav Red? But he doesn't answer me because Rumble has started moving. His bot elegantly skates around Iris, which is still rolling cheerily around and flipping its sides. One quick sharp blow sends the poor boxy bot crashing straight into the edges of the ring. Ooh, that one's got a sting! The bot shakily rights itself and starts wheeling away from Rumble, tearing around the ring like a panicking civilian in the middle of a war zone. Even as it flees, I see Irie experimenting with some structural changes, like extending, flipping, and morphing its panels to create different shapes. She doesn't even try to land an attack on Rumble's bot. Basically, yeah, she's trying to understand the bot's identity. She's going through its moves systematically. Do you think she has a chance? Only if she finds something really unique that beta testers would never expect. Unfortunately, it's at this moment when Rumble predicts Irie's walk path and flies at her bot, crushing it decisively into the ground. The representative whips down her hand, even has segments inside the bot piece it back together. The winner of this round is Rumble! The crowd politely claps. It's clear that through their eyes, Irie doesn't have a fraction of a chance against an experienced beta tester. But I saw some promise in the way she was messing with the form of her bot, a bot with structural changes. As you can see, it only takes a few seconds for a bot to repair itself, no more long waiting between rounds. Players, are you ready? So I guess in this pseudo-fighting game, the bots just repair itself. Irie nods quietly, a faint smile flickering across her lips. Rumble says nothing. Round 2, and fight! The wheel of fate is turning. This time, Rumble immediately explodes into action. His bot leaps gracefully at Irie's. Irie barely manages to swerve away before the ground where it was standing is angrily dented. Rumble's assault is relentless. He never allows a single second for Irie to recover, chasing doggedly after her bot without a break. Not once does his bot lose his footing or crash into a wall, or crash into a wall. Such is the extent of his control. And then, right before his latest jump is about to crash into Irie, Irie flattens her bot into half its original width with swirling massive panels, narrowly dodging Rumble's strike. She takes the split second required for Rumble's recovery to bounce back to original size, slamming panels straight into Rumble's back into an unhurried and smooth combo. Ultra combo. Yahiko grins widely as Irie's bot pummels Rumble around in a terrifying wall pin. Dude, her combos are slick. I should fight her sometime. It's kind of weird to me. Like, again, this like treated as like a fighting game, but like it's like robot fighting, right? It's like, you know, like robot arena and stuff. So, I mean, is it really equivalent? I guess in this setting, again, this is like the near future, right? So, because normally the fighting game would be 2D, right? Like Street Fighter, right? Or Tekken. Well, I mean, Tekken's 3D, right? So maybe it's more like Tekken, but I don't know. I don't know how I can imagine this. I mean, I guess it's like a video game, right? It's like Tekken, but with robots, you know? And everything is kind of done automatic, where like the robots kind of like lock on, right? And stuff. And like, you know, because when you think of robot arenas in like real life, in present time, it's kind of clumsy, you know? It's not a lot of like, you know, combos or like a lot of fancy footwork or anything. It's just like a bunch of robots just having like levers trying to hit each other, or like saws, or like, you know, just pointy bits trying to ram each other. But I imagine, I guess, this is more like, again, like more like a video game, like, right? But in real life, you know? Weird. Because again, it's hard to imagine that. As he's finishing this sentence, Rumble's bot suddenly shimmers and gives us a short pulse of energy, sending Irie's bot flying back. Oh dude, I didn't know these bots had bursting. Yeah, it really is like a fighting game. Bursting as in, like, you know, if you're like the receiving end of a combo, you can use like your meter to like stop the combo, you know? Bounce your opponent back. I have no clue what he's saying, but that doesn't stop me from enjoying the match. Irie is clearly getting a hang of her bot. She changes into diagonals, L-shaped patterns, and even full curves to dodge Rumbo's attacks. Sometimes his bot lands a glancing blow, but it's never severe enough to catch her in a combo. Finally, she managed to come around his bot and slam one final combo into its backside, sending it crashing into the ring. The crowd claps, but this time they seem much more impressed. Even the representative looks surprised. "Solid display, challenger! This round goes to you!" Rumbo's face is completely motionless. He doesn't even look dismayed. "Dude, this next round is gonna be so intense." What do you mean?" "You'll see." Within seconds, Rumbo's bot has reassembled itself and returned to its original position. Irie smiling in utter satisfaction, as if she's completely forgotten that the audience exists at all. Maybe she's just having fun playing with the bot. This is evil, like Evil 22, or actually, Evil... Actually, I'm trying to think. What do you call Evil, like, every year? Like, Evil, like, for example, Evil 2018, right? You call it like that, so, like, what do you call this near future? Like, Evil 2022 or something? You know? I don't know. Whatever. The final deciding round, ladies and gentlemen. Will Rumble be able to redeem himself, or will the challengers score an unprecedented underdog win? 3, 2, 1, fight! If I thought the last match was intense, this one is just a blur of color and motion. It's clear that Rumble is no longer holding anything back. His bot moves with crazy speed, but above all, total control and precision. Irie's movements are clearly rougher, even though she's mastered the structural reorganization of her bot. It almost looks like she's not used to 3D space. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Fighting games usually are 2D, right? Come on, Irie, you can do it! The fate of the world rests on your shoulders, chosen one! Irie barely skates out Rumble's favorite landing combo, but she turns so sharply that her bot stumbles away. Rumble's lips twitch into a smirk. "It was an honor, but your time draws to an end. May you make your peace." And he hits her solidly, sending her bot flying into the air. Yahiko winces. It's over. Air combo into a ground pound. But as Rumble leaps after Irie, she flattens into a vertical plank that better cuts through air resistance, falling before he can land a blow. Although surprised, Rumble reorientates his bot to hold out his foot for a single devastating dive kick. I don't see how she can get out of this. Trying to change forms and move will take too long, but she can't move while she's still a plank. And if she does return to her usual form, the kick will put so much heavy damage on the bot that I don't see her recovering the match. This must be the end of the series. And then I see Irie's fingers flying over the controller and her boxy butt rapidly disassembling into a condensed brick. Then I understand. As Rumble's bot soars forward, foot extended, ready to strike the killing blow, Irie's bot melts into an indestructible brick settled on the ground, biding its time. Just like Kirby's move in Smash. Well, I mean, Kirby can usually turn into a brick anyway by absorbing a certain enemy with the power to turn into rocks. Anyway. And then, just at the right moment, Irie mashes her hand on the controller. The metal brick springs upward, slapping right into Rumble's bot and... Spring! And as if into slow motion, Rumble's bot sails in the air, flipping into a perfect double axel, head over heel, right over the bounds of the fighting box. Counter! And plummets into the middle of the audience. Silence stretches as the crowd tries to process what just happened. The mic drops from the representative's hand and barely and mercilessly mutes it in the time before it hits the stage. Rumble stares blankly at his controller as if he's trying to wake himself from a dream. Red. Oh, Blaze Blue. That's what the reference was. That's what yeah. Anyway, from the beginning, this whole reference was to like BlazBlue, right? BlazBlue or Blaze Blue or whatever. Irie stares blankly at her controller as if she's suddenly and uncontrollably hungry. Fists of our cheering team are stopped mid-pump in the air, looking like we're in the middle of a half-hearted fistfight. And then, the winner of the round and therefore the set is Irie Hiraga, the new challenger. The representative numbly stammers these words, still in shock. Another moment of dead silence passes, and then the crowd erupts into cheers. Oh, she did it, dude. Oh, look at them moves. Look at the plays. Irie, what was that? She won. You really won. That was incredibly impressive. The tiny one's got some surprises up her sleeves. And I scored a perfect shot of the winning moment. Irie stands to her feet with a broad smile, bowing politely at her opponent. Rumble doesn't seem the least bit irritated. Truly, on this day, we have met well in wartime. Challenger Irie. He bows his head in respect, solemnly walks in the crowd to pick up his bot, and disappears behind the stage. Sportsmanship. Wow, how incredible! Despite all odds, it seems as if the challenger has come away victorious. Miss Haraga, what are your thoughts on... Miss Haraga? But Irie has already walked to the edge of the stage, seemingly ignorant of the representative's queries. She quietly leaps down only to get swarmed by our group. Good job, Irie. That was amazing. You really showed them. How were you able to understand the system so quickly? The controller plays just like Rav Red. Rav Red, right, the fighting game, right? Yes, you play? But of course, you see, the Rav Red Mecha Warrior was actually the inspiration for the design of President J. Graves' bot. Just like all roads lead to Rome, all of Yahiko's comments lead to Golden Maker. I see. Perhaps we should play sometime. She sounds hesitant at the idea, but I can't discern why. Maybe she doesn't want to play with Yahiko, but then she wouldn't make the offer in the first place. I'm down. You know, I mean, from the context, it seems like maybe it's because Irie is just too good at the fighting game, so the reason why she's so hesitant is because Yahiko might not be at her skill level, maybe? In which case, it leads to a lot of salt when you're playing with people who are not at your skill level, right? Whether they be better at the game than you, or worse at the game than you. It's like, you know, fighting games. That's why I don't really play fighting games anymore. Anyway. They walk back down the road, chattering eagerly about video games, of all things, completely ignoring the hapless representative. Come to think of it, wasn't Irie supposed to win one of the robots? Not that she seems to care. I wonder if we should accept Irie's robot for her. No, it's not our choice, Mickey. I know. Oh well. I lead the group back to the map, showing some mercy on the poor representative. After all, her high-ups can't be too happy about bargaining a new prototype on a whim. It's probably best if we let this be, considering that the only person who deserves to care is Irie. And Irie, well, she seemed happier about playing with the bot than the actual victory itself. And Irie and Yakio are already waiting for us by the campus map. Dude, you guys are so slow! Maybe you're just always in a rush to go places. Some people like leisurely walks. Leisurely walks? We don't have time for that. Look at all the stuff we've gotta hit. Yama, my minion, lead us on! You have a good head for efficiency. Do we really have that much stuff to explore? I take a look at the map to verify what we have left. Yeah, we have 4 more things to see. And that is what we will do.